Welcome to Honeybee Acres. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, if I can get my words out, my name's John. This week, a very exciting week. Those who have endured the arduous task of me building my tank pad will be very happy to know that the tank is coming today, actually. So it's Monday of the week. Yes, this afternoon the tank pad will be coming, so the tank will be coming, so we'll show that. Looking forward to it. Hopefully the person delivering it can get access and put it straight onto the pad, so that'll be awesome. Also, in just a second, I'm going to be doing some work in the veggie garden. It's been pretty much, you could say, neglected for most of summer. So, yeah, we haven't done much in it at all. Haven't done anything in it really. And obviously, with the tanks arriving during this week, we'll be plumbing the tanks in. I won't get that done today because it'll be coming pretty late in the day. So I will probably make a start on that tomorrow, if not finish it. And we'll see what else we can drum up through the week. Anyway, before I work in the veggie garden, I'll just take you on a quick tour of the veggie garden. All right. So you can see here, we've got the veggie gardens here. So we've got 3 sort of large stainless steel beds. And then we've got these 4 IBCs that we've cut in half. So obviously asparagus up the top. This is its 2nd year in there now. We've just been letting it grow. So hopefully we'll get some asparagus off that next year. And we've got another 3. Got a tomato in here, which has just been self-seeded. And hasn't actually produced any bananas. Tomatoes. Excuse me, I've come down with a bit of a cold this week. I think it's just been that we haven't watered it much. It hasn't been getting regularly watered. So I think that's the problem there. And here we've got some marigolds in there and a self-seeded chili plant, which is pretty cool. Self-seeded is always good. It's like free. And just not much at all going on these beds. Just some marigolds which are self-seeded. I think this here was just a dill. It's self-seeded. We'll let those seeds go back into the garden. We'll get more next year. And yeah, like I said, we haven't done anything, but today I'm going to be getting in some silver beet. So silver beet, some broccoli, and some garlic. The broccoli's been chewed a bit, I think. I had this up near my shed outside, and I think some rabbits and stuff might have got to the silver beet, but it'll grow back. It'll be fine. So yeah, I'll put this back on the tripod and we'll get these things planted. All right, just in the shed here for a second. Just the tank guy's on his way. I'm just going to put these in. So I think called Flowmate. So basically what they do is they go in your gutter in your downpipe. I'll show you how it goes together in a little while. And they filter out all the leaves and stuff that can go down your downpipe. So just doing that just to try and keep the water as clear as possible. And obviously the inlet will have a filter in it as well, so that'll filter stuff out. But yeah, we'll put this thing together and install it in the downpipe, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, yeah, so I'm actually up on the ladder now. I'll show you as best I can how this goes together. It's pretty simple. You've got this plate here. So it looks like I've got it in shot there, and it just simply goes over the bottom here and just clips into place. So can't get any simpler than that. That's pretty easy. And now I'll just clear out the gutter a bit. You'll see it is full of leaves and stuff. So that means that, yeah, you've got the chance of those leaves washing down the downpipe. So I will clear back these leaves. Try and get it in the shot a bit. You can already hear the water starting to flow down. Of course, the water that flows down there will obviously have all leaves and stuff and dirt and stuff in it. So I'll get these leaves cleared back a bit. I won't clear all of them out now. I'll get most of them cleared out. Rightio, so this goes in here, and I'll probably have to take that plate off. Just give it a second. Rightio, so I just had to take that plate off, and I will just sit it on top of the downpipe gap there. And this is what you do. If you can't get it in there with everything on, then you just need to do this. Oops, I'll just drop it in there. And I'll try to, I might have to put these down for a second and do it with two hands. Let's see how this goes. I should be able to just push that through. Hang on, give me a second. Alright, so it was a bit difficult, but I've got it sitting in there. So the idea is that it doesn't sit in very well though. That's a problem. See, yeah, and I can already see a problem already. Where there's a Tek screw coming up from the bottom, holding the downpipe spout in, and that is interfering with this being able to sit flat. So that is a bit of a fault in the whole thing already. Yeah, in all their stuff, I haven't found anything like that where they've done that, and that's pretty common to have them there like that. So yeah, that's a bit of a fault in this system already. Yeah, that seems to sit a bit better. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how that goes, and I will put one up. So there's a down spout there. I'll put one up there to stop leaves, because I just don't want leaves to block that downpipe. Otherwise, it's just going to overflow onto this roof here, and I'll do them on the other side as well. But yeah, so we'll see how they go. I'll see if they've got a solution for those things. You could probably just put a hole in the plate. That would help it to sit down. But yeah, we'll see how these things are. That seems to sit a lot better now than what it was. I've sort of got it perched between the two screws there. But yeah, we'll see how these things go. Well, that's good, it didn't dig in. Yeah. I told you I went over it with the whacker packer a lot of times. And a couple of grand total of about 30 hours on this thing. Oh, right, Angie, looks fairly new. It's a good little machine, eh? That's all you need. Yeah.
truck.
Yep.
Then I'll hold it, you jump on the truck.
Yep.
And we'll take care of it from there. So you got the weight of that for a sec? You think you're good?
Yep.
Right, you jump up on the truck, there's a step there.
Cool.
I might get you on this side. I'll get you on this side. Roll him a little bit. Now just you take the weight of that for a sec.
Yep.
I'm going to try and turn the tank from here. But give me the weight of the tank if you can.
Yes.
Right, now keep rolling.
To roll it towards the pad, yep.
But it'll want to drop off as it keeps going, see? Yeah. So I mean you can just keep going like that. I'm going to turn it.
Right.
You take the weight of that for a sec.
Yep.
I'm going to try and turn the tank from here. But give me the weight of the tank if you can.
Yes.
Right, now keep
Oh,
rolling.
to roll it towards the pad, yep.
But it'll want to drop off as it keeps going, see?
Yeah.
So when you just keep going like that, I'm going to turn it.
Right.
Yeah, the last one was going to be easy.
That's almost in a perfect position.
No, it's not actually, because that's on the wrong side.
Oh,
Yeah. That one's nearly in a perfect position.
well. All right, so here we are. The tanks are pretty much in place. We've just got to spin them around a bit, just get them aligned right. But yeah, it's so good to see these tanks on the pad. It's bloody awesome. Anyway, there goes the truck driver. He's just leaving now. Anyway, yeah, no, that's cool. Very happy to see these tanks finally on the pad. All right, Wednesday, the next day. It's in the afternoon actually. We did need to move these tanks a little bit. I just need to move them a little bit more. But what we did yesterday afternoon, this morning, I didn't film it, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But we had to spin them to get them orientated the right way. You can see, you can't see, but at this side here are the overflows. On the other side is the inlet. And the valves pretty much run in line straight down the tanks. But I just need to pull this tank up about 300 mil that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use large ratchet straps for that. And then I want to pull both tanks towards the bush behind them, just to get them more centered on the length of the pad. But I'm bringing them more up this way because I want them away from the end of the pad where the retaining wall is the highest. So that keeps the weight away from the back wall. Not that I don't think it will hold it, but just to be super safe about it. That's the main thing. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I've got this set up, this ratchet strap. I'm just going to position it up a bit around the tank, and we'll see if it'll just move it. It's only, like I said, it's only got to be 300 mil. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'll just get it all in place. Just spinning it around. I'm just going to have to reset it a bit. Yeah. So I'm just going to let the tension off. I'll just make sure it'll fall down on the other side, Hunt. I've got it here. Just let me know when you're right. It's right?
Yeah.
to go, and it has spun it a little bit too. It's a pain.
See what's lining up.
Spread there a little bit.
Yeah, both times.
Alright, what about another inch to go?
Yeah, see how we go.
Alright.
Keep going.
Yep. Really. A little bit more, not much.
Yep.
Yeah, close it is.
Yep. Okay. All right, so we've moved this tank up here that's just out of shot. So it's in place, the two valves, where the valves will go line up with each other. But I just want to push them across a bit, so I'm a little bit scared about this. I'm just going to push it with the excavator, but I'm just using the bit of form ply to spread the load. So I'll see how this goes. I only have to move it about 20 centimeters or so, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Once I get the excavator against it, once I tell you, I want you to stand somewhere where you can see the tape measure on the other side. I've got it set up, and where you can see me as well. And when the tank touches the tape measure, tell me when to stop. Yeah.
When I went roll, you still pushed a little bit, and it
Okay.
has gone past it.
Let's see.
Not by much.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a problem. See what I mean? Just got past just that little bit.
There's more. This is still this way.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it is.
I thought it was a little bit over.
There's no way.
Maybe it was just where I was standing.
I think it's just where you're standing. When I stand here,
Yeah.
that one could come up about like maybe an inch or something.
Okay.
Let's give it one little push. Yeah, is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, okay. I'll get you to get the bit of wood. How handy is it to have little machines that can do that?
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
good.
No, it's awesome. Cool. All right. So they're in place now.
Yeah.
All I have to do is connect them together, put the other valves in.
It's so deceiving on how you stand. As
Yeah,
to
yeah.
How
You
it
sort of got to
looks.
stand right
Because
in
even
front.
for me, standing on, to me it looks still over. But that's. Then go past what you said.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
look, it's straight enough now, but I mean, this one's probably like a centimetre, and I don't think I can get a centimetre. I think I'll definitely push it past. So either way, it's going to be a little bit out.
Yeah.
But no, that'll be good. Cool. All right, I'll get rid of this wood and start putting all the valves in. All right, so I've just got to join the tanks up now. I think I said that before. I've forgotten to film what I've done so far. Yeah, I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm not really thinking straight, but you might be able to see in the middle there, I've got the two valves and the hose joiners all put in place. Now I've just got to cut the hose. I've measured it, and according to their instructions, 380 millimeters is what I need. So I'll get this cut to 380 millimeters, and then I need to get some hot water and some dishwashing detergent to lube it up and push it in. So yeah, I'll cut this to length and get some boiling water. Alright, so I've got the dishwashing liquid and some boiling water. I'll push this hose on now and get these two tanks joined together. Open those. Alright, that's got the tanks hooked together now, which I'm very happy with. I'm just going to get the valves on either side, and I'll be back tomorrow to start plumbing them into the shed. So yeah, today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. We're expecting a bit of rain on Thursday and Friday, so I'm very much looking forward to that. The other thing I've got to install in these is some tank gauges. I'll get them sorted out tomorrow as well, I think. Cool. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, good morning. I've already started a bit of work. I forgot to start filming. It's a bit of a bad habit, I guess. Just checking that my mic's still on. Yep, all good. Yeah, so today I'm going to be working on plumbing the stormwater into, or the rainwater into the tank, which is clearly the point of having them. What I've already installed so far is just a first flush system. I'll sort of point it out here, even though you won't be zoomed in on it, but what I've got here is a T-piece, and I've got a tube that comes down, and there's already the dew that is in there is already dripping out. It's probably collecting a bit of water. Yeah, if I open it up, this thing is already starting to fill. So yeah, it's been nice and effective so far, but I mean, you lose a little bit of water in this thing, but it will keep the water so much cleaner, because the first bit of water that comes down with all the dust and stuff, it'll flush into that pipe and stay there, and it slowly just drains away by dripping. So anyway, I'm going to get on with installing this and see how good I am. I've only got about 2.5 hours to get stuff done today, so I at least want to get this side plumbed in and I can work on the other side tomorrow. But the quicker I pull my finger out and get this done, the more I can get done. So anyway, I'll get going. One of the first things I've got to put on, I've cut the holes out of this inlet cover. So basically this stops all the leaves and stuff falling into the leaf catcher that don't need to be there. You only want the stuff that might wash down the downpipe to go in there, but it also helps to keep light out of the water, which helps to stop algae growing, which is really good as well. So I've cut just over 100 mil in there, because that's the hole saw I had. I had a 89 mil and then 102 mil, which is really weird sizes. But anyway, that's what I had. So that will easily let the pipe go in there. All right, I'm going to have to go to Bunnings. Normally I don't mind, but I'm short of time today, so I don't want to waste too much time. But I'm going to need some more pipe. I'm going to need more for the overflows anyway. So I'm going to go to Bunnings. I'll just do a quick calculation of how much more I need. And yeah, go and get this pipe and hopefully get the whole lot finished today. That would be awesome. Anyway, I'll go and do this. All right, so I've got this side plumbed in. You can see the pipe going across there. Now I've just got to work on the other side. I won't film that. I forgot to film the last bit of this, but I'm going to be going from the other side of the shed to here all the time. I'm just here by myself, so it's going to be hard to film. It's going to be a bit of a pain to film. Yeah, so I don't think I'd be able to do a good job of moving the thing anyway, and I've got a limited amount of time, so I'm really conscious of how much time I'm going to need to get this finished. So I just want to get stuck into it and get it done. So I'll do that now. All right, that's it for the day. I didn't get the other side plumbed in. You can see up there, this side's plumbed in. I'll just turn these around, that'll be easier. So you can see I've just put in something in for the overflows, just temporary, just so that it doesn't wash the pad away. And because it's much easier to get them in once, or when the tank's empty. Once it's full, it's a bit hard to measure where it's empty. You can see got some water gauges or tank gauges in there and on there, so I can see when the tank's full. And yeah, so that's it for today. Oh, well, it's a strange feeling to disconnect this what really was a makeshift system for us. You can see the IBC here, this has been emptying into that. And when it's been full, and we've used the tanks that we've got full, we've got about 6 tanks. We've got about 6 tanks that we've been storing water in, and then we pump them into an empty tank and to move it around for the donkeys, to different tanks that we've got placed around the place to water fruit trees and the veggie garden. But once we empty this tank now, we can move it away from here. So yeah, just connected it now. Yeah, I'll probably get up there and clean a few of the leaves out so we don't have a whole lot, and put our little leaf stopper in, the green thing. Can't remember what they're called, but I'll put it here somewhere. Yeah, the name just escapes me now. Anyway, I'll go and get that. I'll clean those leaves out. I'll put it in, and then I'll connect up the first flush system to that, and then yeah, continue on with moving the pipe around the corner. Oh, the rain's not playing very nice with me. It's just light showering. It's nothing big, but yeah, just trying to get the first diverter down on the other side. What I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this off the bottom of it, just so that it doesn't fill the whole pipeway up with water. Obviously it'll just coat, like it'll go at the bottom here if I take it off here. Take it in a little filter out, and the filter, there it is. And then water will just come out the bottom. It's not going to fill up the rest of the pipeway. Just going to put a right angle on here first, because this is going to take it right to the corner, and then we can go all the way to the other side from there. So I'll get that right angle in, then I'll put it up. Probably not going to film it all because it's not going to be good for all my stuff out in the rain. Anyway, I will definitely, hopefully this rain doesn't get too hard, and I will definitely show you when it's finished. All right, so I have almost finished. I've just got to put an elbow on, but I'm just waiting for a joint to harden before I put that on. A 90-degree joint on. But I just want a joint to harden before I put that on, just so everything's all nice and solid. But I'll show you what I've done. I've had to do some interesting pipe work, come here around the other side, because I just didn't have any other way to bring it round. So we'll go and have a look. Rightio, it's a bit dark, so it's hard to show you well. But anyway, you've got the gutter coming down from this side, goes across directly into the opening. This one has had to come back, and I've sort of had to do the minimum of fall, so it didn't come down too low at this end. Then because the pipe for this side was in the way, the only way I could get it across was at a 45 degree and then bring it across. So because you've got a joint there, it's not going to be super strong, so I'm going to have to support it. I've got a steel purlin or whatever it is there at the moment. I will rig up something better in the very near future. But yeah, and I've just got to glue that in. That fits in. It's just because it's at a funny angle, it won't fit in. You can sort of see it there. It's just sitting there. It's not glued on at all. But once this joint is set here, I'll just give it some time. I will glue that 90 degree on, and then they'll be all plumbed in. You can see that the sky's looking very grey. So it's going to rain soon. I haven't had any notifications of thunder yet. I feel like there's the occasional big drop of rain coming down. It might just be stuff falling off trees. Anyway, all I've got to do now is, oh yeah, it's starting to rain. I can hear drops on the shed now. So all I've got to do now is permanently plumb in the overflow. So I'm going to get started on that now before it belts down with the rain. And I'll just film that as I go. You guys can watch. I'll probably end up fast forwarding it anyway, because I don't think it's going to be the most exciting thing you've ever watched. But we'll see how this rain goes too. Try and get you back at a good spot. Rightio. I better be quick or else I'm going to get drenched. Anyway, okay. I might actually finish this up. The wind's starting to pick up. Yeah, I will get this finished. I'll be drenched, but it'll be finished. It's so good to get this tank build, the tank stand and everything to an end. I'll just hold you so you don't fall down. Anyway, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the program. If you could give us a like and and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, that'd be greatly appreciated. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode where I will not be doing anything on the tank. Anyway, see you later. Bye. Check this out. This is coming from the front. Oh, for some reason that hasn't come through yet. Not sure why, but it's actually a bit heavy. The water coming through. Look, I've lifted it up too high. But oh yeah, you can hear it coming through. That's not coming through yet. Might just be taking longer with leaves in the gutter. Alright, how cool is that? I'm very happy.